I know Shawn played football and boxed at the same time, right? Were there
Mm-hmm.
no like health concerns, because usually if you're playing one of those violent sports, you kind of want to just pick one. That's a lot of head trauma. Was there any concern on your end as a father? Like, hey, listen, football, you're going to get hit in the head. Boxing, you're going to get hit in the head. They're both dangerous sports. Were there any concerns on that level?
I would say no, there were none at all. And here's the reason why. It might sound a little unbelievable, but this dude would run up and down a football field, score touchdowns all night long, tackle everybody on the football field, and come off the football field unscathed, unhurt, nothing, right? That's just how he played the game. And he was that much better than everybody from the time he was 8, 9 years old, all the way through high school. So he won the Old Spice Red Zone Player of the Year. He won the USA Today Player of the Week in football. And then people say, man, Shawn had 275 or more amateur fights. Why you have so many fights? I said he was winning. Nobody was beating him.
I get it, for sure.
You name it, he's beating them. I mean, if you name these guys, he's beaten Danny Jacobs. Demetrius Andre's last loss in the United States is to Shawn. Okay. He's beaten Jesse Hart. He's beaten Luis Arias. He's beaten Fernando Guerrero. He's beaten Dominic Wade. Okay. He's beaten Alexander Usyk.
Did he fight Curtis Stevens?
No, Curtis was 4 years above.
Oh, okay.
4 years above.
Yeah, no, that's
you
a lot of names.
You name the guys, and he beat Terrell Gaucher. You name the guys, and he was successful.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And he was never injured or never hurt. So his senior year, he rolled an ankle and missed a couple games because he rolled his ankle, but there was never a game that he got hit so hard he got hurt or anything like that. There was never a knee injury, anything like that going on. And the same thing with boxing. In the amateurs, he never went down. He didn't get hurt like that in the amateurs. And then in the pros, he had tough fights. He had, arguably fights with guys that you can argue he won the fight, even though he didn't get the decision, and it wasn't until the end, where he was at, that, things didn't go his way, that I had to say, okay, that's enough. And so, if you look back over that history of all of that, and you say, were there concerns? Well, you're always watching and you're always trying to make sure that they're safe. And at this point, I had to make sure he was safe.
I feel you. Yeah, I and you're referencing the Terrence Crawford where you stopped the fight, and
right.
I'm
referencing that because you said, "Are there any concerns?"
Yeah.
So there was never anything like that ever happened to him leading up to that point. So now you have a concern.
I see what you're saying.